Hello guys, welcome again to another episode or another vlog, as you can say. It's already about evening, as you can definitely tell, and I'm already about to go to choir practice, which is at like 7:30, or is it 7? It's like probably 7. I'm leaving a little early, like maybe 45 minutes earlier than usual. Actually, maybe like half an hour earlier. Because I want to continue reading my book, which I started yesterday, Victorious Faith. So I'm really excited about that because I think it's a really good book, and as you maybe seen yesterday's vlog, it was really good stuff, guys, really. So I'm gonna go to a choir right now, and I'm not really sure what we're gonna do afterwards, but we'll see. So. Well guys, it's already 12:29 a.m. I'm about to go to sleep soon, but I just came from choir practice, not just came, maybe like 3-4 hours ago. Interesting enough, we actually learned which was like 3 or 4 or 5 songs that were actually new, except one. One I knew, but all the rest I didn't know, so all the other songs were new. By the way, we're practicing for a conference, which is gonna be happening in about a month, in February. It's going to be in Massachusetts. Not really sure where the theme is going to be, but we're going to go there, and I'm very excited about it. I really want to go, honestly. So we're practicing songs for that. So that went pretty well. So as you see, I'm home. The reason why I'm here in the restroom is because my brother is sleeping in the room, so I'm trying to... Sorry guys, today wasn't such a great vlog. Again, I mean, I could have tried better, but I'm sorry guys. I just wasn't motivated, and I can tell you why. I mean, sometimes you see, like I preached like yesterday, you know, like when you have problems, you have to die to them and stuff like that, you know, but I'm still human. I make mistakes, you know, and like Apostle Paul said in one of his verses in the Bible that, you know, the things that we should do, we don't do, but the things like the flesh, what the flesh is, we want to do, but the stuff that is spiritual, we don't want to do, you know. And remember in one of my other vlogs, I actually told you before, in order to be happy, you have to surround yourself with God. And that is true. And like I already just said previously, it's hard because you want to do what the flesh wants a lot of times and not the spirit. Like my friend David, he just told me not long ago, he's like, hey man, Victor, you gotta be, you know, selfless. You should not be selfish, you know. And that really stuck in my mind. I don't know why. And he's very true about this, you know. A lot of times I am selfish, and sometimes we people are, you know, we're selfish. We want things for ourselves, for our body, for our flesh, but you know, to make us feel good and feel happy. But in order to have success and in order to prosper in this life, is we gotta, you know, do things for others and not for ourselves. Be selfless. So, and I just want to quickly read to you a verse that I actually read today while I was reading the Bible, and I want to talk a little bit about it because I think it's pretty interesting. I'll explain to you why after I read it. So here we go. Okay, so it's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 32 and 33, actually 2 verses. All right. If after the manner of men I have fought with beasts at Ephesus, what advantageth it me if the dead rise not? Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners. So Apostle Paul is writing this, and that's what he's saying. He's like, what advantage it me if the dead rise not? So, you guys know, Jesus died on the cross, and then he arose from the dead. So, that he defeated death, and now, people like us, we can actually be risen too, like in real life, like in a hospital. If somebody, dies, sometimes God performs a miracle and that person comes from the dead sometimes, so it's pretty interesting. So I started thinking about it more, like Apostle Paul says, what if, the dead rise not? If the dead doesn't rise, so like basically he's saying, if Jesus didn't die on the cross, and if he didn't rise from the dead, if he didn't rise, that means there will still be death. That means death will be conquering this world right now, and basically there will be no purpose in our life. We'll just, we'll just do whatever we want and whatever. Like evolutionists these days, they say, this world came from the Big Bang and nothing, there's no purpose in life. Nobody created it. But they're wrong, because look, that's exactly what Apostle Paul is saying, that, what advantage is it basically if the dead shall not rise? But you guys know Jesus did rise from the dead. He defeated death. So there is purpose in our life. So that's pretty interesting. Like, how do you say it? Parallel, like basically resurrection with purpose of our life. That's the parallel I'm trying to hopefully understand, that Jesus died on the cross. He rose from the dead. So that means we have purpose in our life, that we have meaning in this life, and that we should live, because we know we're gonna, one day get resurrected and go to heaven. So I just really thought that it was a pretty interesting verse, and that's pretty interesting, thought. Maybe you liked it, I hope. And so there is purpose in life, guys, and I have purpose in my life too. And another thing I was gonna mention, how to have happiness. Like I told you, happiness is when you surround yourself with God. And I just wanted to give one quick example before I end this vlog. When I went to Mexico, and tomorrow I'm actually gonna probably make a full story about my trip to Mexico. I want to do that, so hopefully if God wills, I'll make that tomorrow. And one of the biggest reasons, actually the biggest reason why I was so happy in Mexico, why it was such a great happiness, first is because, like I said already, I surrounded myself with God. There in Mexico, it was all about God. Like the whole day we were spending with kids, we would, have a whole program, everything about God. Games were all about God. We would have a prayer in the morning with our small group. We'll have prayer in the evening with a small group. We would, with the kids, do all activities. So the whole day, from start to finish, was all about God. You know what I mean? Like we surrounded ourselves with activities, with games, with the atmosphere was about God, and we talked about God and stuff. So like literally, like this is very interesting. Like I actually felt really happy. I felt complete. There is a difference between happiness and joy. Like I felt joy. Like I felt like I don't need nothing else in life. Like I was completely happy. So yeah, guys. So like I said, that real happiness is in God, when you surround yourself with God. So that's actually, I said the story mostly for me, because like I said, I didn't make a good vlog today. It was one of the biggest reasons, because I should have surrounded myself with God, basically. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog, and please pray for me if you can, and I'll see you guys at the next one. God bless you all.